So you might have heard of mixed opinions online about how AI is changing software development or life of developers. And I just wanted to show you how I use GitHub Copilot for my work or project. And today I had an opportunity to build a quick Twilio Conversation Relay demo, and I'll be using Python. So let's dive into it. So basically, Conversation Relay enhances voice interaction, and I have some docs pulled up here. But let's go to my VS Code real quick. And here you can see that I have a main.py file and a .env file, if you look on the right, that just has my environment variable. So the idea for today is I want to build a WebSocket server which will be used for conversation relay along with OpenAI. So I want to be able to talk to an AI agent over the phone. And for that, as you can see, I have main.py, which is empty right now, but I have a .env file. So this .env file just has the OpenAI API key as the environment variable, and I've also set up the virtual environment to install the required packages. So to start with Copilot, what you can do is do Command I. This will open inline chat, and as you can see, there are a few models available. So they recently pushed out GPT-4o, but I have been using Claude 3.5. But for this demo, let's try Claude 3.7, which is still in preview. So we'll ask Copilot to create a simple WebSocket server in Python. And I'll accept those changes. So you can see that it has created a simple WebSocket server. Now, what I can do is save this, and we can try running it. So I'll open my terminal. I'm gonna make sure that I have WebSocket installed. And now we can do Python main.py, and you can see it has started our basic WebSocket server. Now I'm gonna do Control-C, so let's close our terminal. So now I want to integrate Conversation Relay, and I'll be using Twiml today. And if we go into my Twilio account, you can see I have a Conversation Relay Twiml bin. And looking at the docs, this is the prompt message. So Conversation Relay sends this message when the caller says something. I'll be looking at this Twilio docs and implement a Twiml response through my WebSocket server. And there are kind of two ways to do it. I could pass along these docs to GitHub Copilot chat. So instead of inline completions, you could click here and click Open Chat, and you can pass along the docs you have on how to implement it using the current WebSocket server. But for me, I'm just gonna follow the docs and I'll be right back. Okay, so as you can see, I've made some changes to the function itself, and this is all from the docs, because this is what is expected for a conversation relay to work. And it will listen for a prompt first, but basically it will reply with hello world. It is hard-coded right now. What we can do is we can kind of test it out. So let me open my terminal, make sure the file is saved, and I'm going to use ngrok to expose this. So let's open my terminal. So ngrok, HTTP, I believe the port was 8765. So this will give us a URL that we can use as our WebSocket server. And here we can do Python main.py. So there we go, the server started. Now I already have copied my ngrok URL. I'll need this for my Twiml bin. So here within my conversation relay Twiml bin, I'll paste the ngrok URL. There we go. And as you can see, we're using the WebSocket server. Click Save. It has been updated. Now, I already have configured my Twilio voice number to use this Twiml bin when an incoming call comes. So let's try if the demo works. So I'm gonna call my Twilio number.
Hi, ask me anything.
Hello there.
Hello, world.
Okay, so our demo works, and I can also show you in the terminal we might have received some. If I go back to my Python, you can see that it was able to detect hello there, and also the language, and then it was able to respond with hello world. But what we want to do now is have OpenAI respond to whatever the user said. So I'm gonna again use GitHub Copilot. And while I'm showing you GitHub Copilot, I want to mention that it is free. There are a few limitations, so let's go ahead and look at that. So if you go to GitHub Copilot, you can see that it is available for free. I think this was announced a month and a half or 2 months ago. But if we go to see plans and pricing, the cool thing is that if you are a student or a teacher, you can get GitHub Copilot Pro for free through GitHub Education. But let's go over the limitations of GitHub Copilot Free. So here's the document about GitHub Copilot Free, and you can already look at what are all the features available. The only limitations you would have is 2,000 completions per month and 50 chat messages per month. So this chat window that I opened earlier, this is what is limited to 50 messages per month. And as I already told you, you can either make comments in the file, which will lead to auto-completion through GitHub Copilot, or you could also start an inline chat through Command I. And then there are a few other limitations for the enterprises. But if you're a student or a teacher, you see you can get Copilot Pro for free, or also if you're an open source project maintainer. So yeah, I would apply for GitHub Education and get GitHub Copilot Pro for free. Otherwise, it's $10 a month. But let's go back to our code. And what I'm going to do now is close my WebSocket server. And to implement OpenAI, what we can do is either use chat again or do inline edits. But did you know there's a new feature called Copilot Edits? So what this does is you provide it files within your code base and ask for whatever the task is, and it will edit the file for you based on what your prompt is. So this is called Edit with Copilot. But I'll still use the inline chat and same model as Cloud 3.7. And what I want to do is create me a function with OpenAI Quick Start in Python. We'll click on accept, and as you can see, it is doing the import for OpenAI. And let's see, it uses chatCompletion.create, uses the model GPT 3.5 Turbo. There's messages for the role system. It says you're a helpful assistant, and then for role user, it is passing off the prompt from the argument. And then it uses the choices.message.content. Looks pretty good to me. And if you want to kind of double check, we can go to the OpenAI docs to make sure this is valid. So here are the OpenAI docs, and you can see there are a few changes around the model itself. The functions look right to me. So chat.completions.create, that is what we use. Nope, so let's change that. Chat.completion.create looks good. We'll also change the model to 240. This looks okay. And then response.choices.message.content. Yes, that looks okay too. We'll not strip it. There we go. Now the only thing left, I'll close my terminal here, is to integrate this function, the generate response with OpenAI, into our WebSocket server so that our WebSocket responds with whatever OpenAI generates. Let's do that. So I edited the handle connection function we had, and for the response, we need to use generate response with OpenAI, and we'll pass in the user prompt. There we go. And instead of replying with hello world, we are replying with the response that we'll get from the OpenAI function. Looks good to me. And you can already see that the OpenAI API key needs to be from the .env file. So we'll do an import on .env. So from .env import load.env, and this should pick OpenAI API key from our .env file. So we can get rid of this, make sure the indentation is good. There we go. Now we can try running this. So we'll open up the terminal and do python main.py, and our ngrok is still running, so we should be good. Let's try calling my Twilio number.
Hi, ask me anything.
Hi, do you know which team won the Champions League in 2018? Okay, so we got an error saying that await cannot be used. So I'm guessing it is this one. So let's get rid of await and try this again. Call our Twilio number again.
Hi, ask me anything.
Hi, do you know which team won the Champions League final in 2018?
Yes, the 2018 UEFA Champions League final was won by Real Madrid. They defeated Liverpool 3-1 in the final, which was held on May 26, 2018, at the NFC Olimpijski Stadium in. Okay,
so there you go. You saw a quick demo on Conversation Relay with OpenAI, and we used GitHub Copilot to assist us with building this demo. But yeah, the idea was to show you how I kind of use GitHub Copilot in conjunction with, navigating the docs and different modes within GitHub Copilot. But yeah, I hope you found the video helpful, and you can try GitHub Copilot for free with few limitations. But if you're a student or a teacher or an open source maintainer, you can get GitHub Copilot Pro for free. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.